as you heard from local residents, they're very well prepared. The messaging has been going out quite some time, and the official evacuation order has been issued today in preparation because they anticipate the peak to be about 1 o'clock in the morning, and the last thing we want to be doing for SES and residents to be trying to evacuate people there. So good preparation and planning, and it's a very resilient town. The evacuation centre has been set up in the town hall in Forbes where people would know that location, and people have started to register. So far we've had 6 people come in today.
As we saw there, some are choosing not to evacuate. Do you trust their judgment on this?
Yes, because people do know what to prepare for, and as that lady said, her house is elevated. They are well practiced. And the other really good thing that we know that happened in 2016, because that's what they're planning for, 2016, there's a lot of good, can I always say, people remember that flood event, and it was quite significant because it's slightly different from this flood event because the soil was saturated during 2016. But also is that people who've been through previous flood events, being a smaller community, they will share their wisdom and knowledge about how to prepare. And I think that's really important because local communities understand their geography, they understand their community members, they know their risks and they know who to look out for. And I think that is the wonderful news around being regional New South Wales.
So you'd say lessons learned since 2016, knowledge passed on. Have there been substantial changes in the town since those floods?
Yes, there's been substantial work around mitigation. They identified what were the triggers that really sort of, can I say, made that flood of 2016 far more impactful, and where roads were cut off for quite some time. So they've actually worked to remove those sort of, can I say, hazards that were existing then, as well as an ongoing education that people are, with programs that are undertaken by SES and Rural Fire Service. So there's been a lot of work being taking place to prepare people.
As we said, it's the low-lying areas being targeted, about 800 properties. Do you expect that there will be further evacuations?
Yes, they anticipate approximately about 81 people will actually evacuate. And as we know with regional areas, that they tend to go to family and friends. And I think particularly now with the heightened awareness around COVID, and luckily there's no reported positive cases of COVID or people in isolation in the Forbes area, which is good news, that they would tend to activate their preparedness plans about where they would normally go during an event, because we know that people feel more comfortable if they're going to family and friends than staying in a hotel room. But obviously accommodation will be provided to the people who need accommodation without any problems whatsoever. So all the resources are in place.
So what will Red Cross volunteers be focusing on there, and how far-reaching is their job there?
Well, we're actually in evacuation centres, and what we're doing there is we're helping people to register, if you register, find, reunite. And we're also assuring people what services are available in the evacuation centre. We also have a good range of resources such as cleaning after a flood event. We've got a fantastic booklet which you can also find on our website online, is for families, parents should be able to talk to their children because flood events impacts children in lots of different ways. So we have all those resources online as well as hard copies in the evacuation centre. And the other important service and support that we're offering people is that people, if they're in home cut off for quite some time, or if they are in hotel accommodation, we do offer what we call a well-being phone call, just checking in to make sure that they're okay, that all their needs are being met, and and assuring people that they can ask for help, because we've got very proud people that go, we'll be okay. You know, Joe down the road's worse off than me. We want to make sure that people feel supported and acknowledged and that we're here to help.